Ongoing debate about whether Bitcoin is a safe haven or an inflation hedge, or whether it's just a speculative asset. Answer the question, which one is it? Put this debate to rest.
Bitcoin's perfected gold, it's digital gold, and it's also perfected property, digital property. And people that are trading it right now without having studied it for 100 hours, they trade it as a risk asset. So they just trade it like any kind of tech asset. But those that have spent the time to understand it, they understand it to be the ultimate risk off asset.
But you see Bitcoin as a digital property, not as a currency, right?
Yeah, it's best thought of as a property. The IRS designated it property. So what you want to do is buy $1 million or 10 or 100 or $1 billion worth of it and hold it for a decade, just like you would buy $1 billion building. It's better than $1 billion of gold because gold's being diluted by gold mining and it's centralized, and you can't generate rent on gold. It's better than a building. Building is better than gold because you can generate rent, but with Bitcoin you can in essence generate rent by renting it out to anybody on Earth, because you can move it at the speed of light, and it's digital as opposed to physical property.
You know, there's been a lot of talk, Michael, about whether Russia can use Bitcoin, to get around sanctions that are in place. Is this something that you're watching?
You know, I think a lot of people have looked at it and concluded, no, Russia's not using it. I mean, I think in 30 years, nation states will probably get to the scale and get comfortable using crypto technology. But right now, Bitcoin's being used by working class people to protect their savings from rampant inflation. And it's being used by people that no longer have access to the banking system, and they're not being served by credit cards and by local financial organizations. So it's interesting to hundreds of millions of working class people. It's maybe the difference between life and death for them. It's not really a solution to a massive nation state.
Bitcoin is hovering around the $40,000 range, and you actually think that regulation will wind up speeding the adoption of Bitcoin. Will that also be a catalyst to move it higher? And if it does, what level are you looking at?
Yeah, I mean, I think that Bitcoin is crypto property, and a lot of the world is trying to figure out the difference between a cryptocurrency and a crypto security and a crypto platform and a crypto property. As the regulators lay out those bright lines, then you're going to see massive amounts of institutional capital come into the crypto property space. And investors that have billions and tens of billions of dollars to invest aren't going to fear that maybe they're investing in a crypto security, which is going to be a regulatory challenge for them. So I expect that regulatory clarity will come in the next couple of years. And bit by bit, as we get more regulatory clarity, it's going to be a green light for large institutional investors to take progressively larger positions in Bitcoin.
What's the next best digital asset on the way?
I really think that the world wants two things. They want crypto dollars, like US dollar stable coins, and there's a demand for $10 trillion worth of that. Everywhere in the world, people know that they want dollars on their mobile phone because they can't trust the banks, they can't trust their local government, they don't want their local currency. And the second thing they want is they want Bitcoin, which is a crypto property. The dollar is your checking account and your medium of exchange, and Bitcoin is your savings account and it's your store of value.
Okay, Michael Saylor, so great to have you on the show today. Thanks for your time.
Yeah, thank you.